And another woman that could take your spotlight.
Testing.
Hey guys! I'm Laine.
And I'm Ree.
And together we're Laine. So today we're going to be doing the Who's Most Likely To challenge. We have about 40 questions, but if some of them are repetitive, we are going to skip those.
Yes.
So let's just get right into it.
The first question is, who is most likely to finish a pint of ice cream in one sitting?
I would say me too.
I'm telling you, we have.
Yes, we have.
It's just, sometimes you get into those moods where you just want a whole lot of ice cream. Next question is, who is most likely to lock themselves out of their own house? I have locked myself out of my house more times than I can count. Like, from a really young age, like, I would lock myself out of the house, and then I would sit there and wait until my brother came home from school or my parents would come home from work. So yeah, or I'll go to her house and then I'm like, oh wait, I didn't bring my keys, let's hope someone's home when I go home. So
I've always had my keys, and back in the day when my mom and papa used to live like right down the street from me, they'd always have a key for me. Like, if I would forget my key, well, they wouldn't have a key for me, they would have a key to their house, because sometimes they weren't home, they were always shopping, so I always had a key for their house.
Next question is, who is most likely to get blocked by a celebrity?
Honestly, I don't even know.
I'd say me, only because I've had celebrities see my, like, accounts. I've had a few verified accounts that like my stories or like my posts. So I'm like, ooh, one day somebody's gonna see the wrong thing and I feel like they ain't gonna like it. Because I remember I reposted the one guy, who I won't say his name, and I was like, oh my god, he's so fine, and then he liked the story, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, that's embarrassing. But yeah, who is most likely to go on a show to find love?
I'd say me.
I think both.
Yeah.
But I only say me because I watch Love Island and it's so entertaining. So I'm like, oh, might just dilly-dally and go on there and find the love of my life.
Like, shows like that, it's like very interesting to watch. Like, sometimes you just think, like, what if that was me out there?
Or burped. I would be down to do it.
Yeah, I would.
Even if I don't find the love of my life.
It'd just be a fun experience.
Next question is, who is most likely to get a random tattoo on a random night out? I only say me because, like, people are always like, oh, tattoos have to have meaning, but, like, somebody dares me to get, like, a peanut tattooed on me, like, I'll do it.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be that big.
No, YOLO.
It'll have memories.
Yeah, because, like, it'll still have a memory behind it, like you said.
Exactly, it'll still have a meaning. It's not meaningless.
Yeah, everything has meaning if you want it to.
Exactly.
Who is most likely to lie on a job resume? Yeah, I've been applying to a lot of jobs and I be lying to them. Like, do you have a car? Sure. Sure. Do you have your license? Sure I do. They don't need to know about my business. Next question is, who is most likely to be late to their own birthday party?
Yeah, no explanation either.
Who is most likely to become a billionaire or a millionaire?
I'd say both of us.
Yeah, because, like, look at us.
We've always had, like, maybe not forever, but, like, we've always had plans to, like, move in together and, like, share a space together. Wow, we sound like a couple.
Right. And then we're gonna get engaged and get married and have children. And then we're like, why do people think we're dating?
In a platonic way. In a platonic way.
Next question is, who is most likely to bring a random dog home? Most of our pets have been strays.
All of my pets have been strays, except for my hamster.
Yeah, the only pets I didn't have that were strays is my current dog, who we got from, like, the Amish, and then, like, my fish and stuff. But, like, all my other pets were basically strays, or were just, like, given to us.
Yeah,
so
I've saved almost every single animal that I've had.
So both. Who is most likely to text on my way when they're still getting ready? She'd be like, I'm coming 2 hours later.
Not to throw my mom under the bus, but sometimes sometimes it's both of our faults. Like sometimes it'll be my fault, but then sometimes it'll be her fault. But she works from home, so like sometimes, you know,
She gets caught up.
yeah. And the people at her work are very like, yeah, they expect her to do so much. Like it's like she's the teacher and like they're the little kids. Like, what should I do with this? How do I do that? I'm like,
my mom.
you've been working here how long? Like, why are you asking somebody how to do something you already know how to do?
I know.
Like,
Our moms just carry their jobs.
they do.
Who is most likely to sleep through a natural disaster? This girl is dead when she sleeps, I swear. Like, there's no waking her up. Like, she's asleep.
She's sleep.
I'm telling you, we're such opposites when we sleep. Because, like, I'm so lively when I sleep.
Oh,
and
I can go on and on for days about what you're doing. You're asleep.
I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're, like, completely dead asleep. And then me, I'm just, like, the second I hear, like, one noise, I'm like... So...
Like, once I'm asleep, I'm asleep. Like, there's no waking me up. Like, you could literally build a house on top of me, and I would not wake up until my body is like, okay, you've had enough. Let's get up now.
Who is most likely to take the longest in the shower?
I do. I like to take my time.
Yeah. I take my time, but the longest my showers ever take is like half an hour. Because I'm like, I have a routine.
I have a routine too, but sometimes I just like to sit there under the water.
See, I don't, because I have like major sensory issues, so like not to expose myself, but I have to wear like shower shoes, and like the temperature has to be like perfect, or like I start feeling like I have the heebie-jeebies. So like I'm like in and out, like I gotta be done, because then I don't know. There's something about being barefoot on like a wet surface that like I've been like that since I was conscious. So who is most likely to keep an item they borrowed? I'd say both.
Yeah, she has my stuff, I have her stuff.
Yeah.
They're basically clothes. Like,
yeah.
We like to share our clothes.
We do.
Sometimes we get them back, sometimes we don't.
Yeah. She said she had my shorts for so long that I was like, girl, just keep them. I'm gonna buy myself new ones. And I did.
And I think you have like 2 pairs of my socks.
I do. I have your black Nike ones and your white Nike ones.
I'm just like, just keep them. It's okay.
Yeah. Who is most likely to eat pizza for breakfast? I have.
I'm pretty sure there's days where I've had pizza for breakfast, but like...
Yeah. I don't know. I eat meals in the wrong order. Like, I'll eat dinner for breakfast and breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner is so good. It's so underrated.
It's like my favorite thing. Me and my mom love breakfast for dinner. Who is most likely to die first in a horror movie? Girl. I feel like you are so nice that you would accidentally befriend the killer and then he'd like betray you.
Sounds like something I would do.
That's the only reason
can we have like a peace tree or something?
Yeah, I don't think it's like like she was running and fell and died.
Oh
like,
no, I would never be that person.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be like some scream like you were friends with a killer and then they were like, ha, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I would have a strategy. Like I would have a plan.
You're saying I wouldn't have a plan?
Well, I feel like I would be the planner, and then you would be like the lookout.
I feel like I'd go feral and kill him back.
Honestly, yeah. So,
because like even if I do die, I'm not going out without a fight. I'm gonna mess you up. Like, who is most likely to injure themselves while doing chores? Yeah, you do a lot of chores and you're a little clumsy.
I am a little clumsy.
Yeah.
Even when I don't hurt myself, like I'm holding something and it like smacks something, I'm always like, ow! It doesn't hurt me at all. So that my body just needs to be like, ow!
Yeah, you have to really like let it out. Yeah, you feel for the object.
I do.
You do. I've seen it many of times. And then she's like, that didn't even hurt me. Who is most likely to remember your birthday? I'm so bad at remembering birthdays. If you tell me your birthday, I'll have to write it down or else I will immediately forget. Who is most likely to get a tattoo of your mom's name? Say like both.
Yeah, both lists.
Yeah.
Who is most likely to binge watch a series in one night? I'd say both of us.
Yeah,
I've done that plenty of times.
Yeah, I remember like when Squid Game came out, I binged it immediately, and it was so good because it was just so like, oh, like I had to know what happened.
Who is most likely to go bankrupt?
Yeah, because anytime you have money, you're like, I gotta spend it on other people, and
Yeah, I never spend my money on myself.
yeah, and even if I have like $5, I'm gonna keep it. Like I've had that same $3 for like months now. So yeah, I like talk myself out of buying everything.
I don't have any self-control. Who's most likely to laugh during a serious situation?
Yeah,
Both of us.
I'm telling you, you could be telling me the most tragic thing, and I'll be like, especially if she's around. Oh no, yeah, it's all over.
Oops. Oops. Who is most likely to trip while walking?
Oh my god, I literally tripped earlier over my own pants. I don't know what it is with walking, but like I don't know how. I've fallen down the stairs. I trip when I walk. I'm like a newborn, still learning how to walk.
Who is most likely to sleep through their alarm? I have and I always will.
Yeah, I'm like the opposite. If I know I have to be up at a certain time, I don't even have to set an alarm because I'll wake up like naturally.
I won't. Who is most likely to have the most spoiled kids?
Both of us.
Yeah, we would really spoil our kids.
Yeah, just because I feel like we both grew up like with parents that like really had to
Parents.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying parents, like all of our
Yeah.
like really had to work for what they had. So like we all have been in points where we've struggled a lot, and so I would like want to do everything for my kids. Not saying my parents didn't do everything, because they, trust me, they did. But like I would want to do everything and more for my kids.
Who is most likely to fail a simple exam? Hear me out. Hear me out. I do good with like homework and like projects and like just stuff that doesn't require you to like study.
Yeah.
But like when my body knows that there's like a big like,
I swear.
not even like a big exam,
Just like a quiz or a test.
like I just
yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Our minds go like blank.
It does.
Yeah.
Like it's all that stress that like you need to learn this, you need to learn that, you need to remember this, you remember that, and I'm like, whoa, I got like 5 other classes to learn.
I know, that's why I didn't take my SAT during school. I didn't
either.
I took the pre-SAT and I took it and I was like, oh my god.
Who is most likely to cancel plans to sleep in? I love my sleep.
And do.
Who is most likely to take a long time to respond back?
Listen, I'm telling you, I will be on my phone, but like even if your notification pops up, I won't see it. Like I'll be on like TikTok or like doing whatever, and then I'll scroll down and I'll see all the notifications and I'm like, when did I even get those?
I mean, I also have a habit of not responding to text. It's not that I'm ignoring people, it's just I read the text and I reply to it in my mind.
Yeah.
And I always forget to go back and actually respond. So I'm like, ooh. Maybe 12 hours later, but at least I'm responding. Who is most likely to talk to themselves?
Yeah, I talk to myself a lot.
I do too. I just get myself.
Yeah, yeah. And I daydream a lot, so like I'm just always
daydream. That's coming out soon.
I'm like always in my own little world, so yeah.
Who is most likely to spill their coffee?
I have spilled my coffee in drinks. I spilled before you came over. I spilled the same Dr. Pepper bottle twice on my carpet, and then when I first ever got my old bed, the one that I had before this one, like literally the first like 2 weeks I had it, I spilled 2 big cups of coffee on it. So
I have a very specific story about coffee too. So like, me and my mom were heading to our like hairdressers, and it was like an early appointment. So of course, you know, we're drinking a bunch of coffee to stay awake. And I kid you not, like as we're pulling out of like my street.
Oh yeah.
You remember this? I go to take a sip of coffee because I thought my mom was gonna wait to drive off because she saw me drinking my coffee.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, as soon as she took off, I was about to take a sip and it just went all over me. and I did not say a single word the entire car ride.
It was just like one of those where you were like, oh my god, and you just had to sit there in silence.
I did. I sat in silence until we got there, and my mom looked over. She's like, what happened to your shirt? I was like, well, when we were leaving the house, I spilled the coffee on myself, but I didn't want to say anything.
So you probably just smelled like coffee the whole appointment.
I did. I smelled like coffee. But I got some water on it, and you know, it cleared up. But yeah. Who is most likely to have a crazy hairstyle?
Yeah.
But it's just because, you know, you gotta express yourself.
Over like just like the last 5 years, I've cut my hair on many occasions. I first cut it off in the 8th grade, then I cut it again into like a bob, and then I cut it again, and then I shaved both sides of my head.
I like that.
And then I had a really bad haircut that was like, oh, it was really bad. We don't need to talk about it. And then when that grew out, and like my side shaves grew out enough, I got a pixie cut. And then that's the haircut that I grew out up until this year, and then I cut it again. I trimmed it at first, but then I was like, nah, let's just go full send. So I cut it right before prom because I wanted shorter hair. And then the bangs have been in and out these past 4 years. So yeah.
My favorite one, I think, is your bright pink hair with your shaved sides, and it's like really curly.
I love that hair.
There's a specific picture that I'm thinking about, but it's
maybe
you should send it to me.
Yeah,
so
I'll find it. It was like
Douche.
Yeah, that was when I was like 15. I had the hot pink hair with both of my hair shaved.
I love that.
Yeah,
That was so cute.
People always tell me to go back to pink, and I'm like, I will once my hair heals, because before this I did have my red hair, but I couldn't keep up with it because like my hair just wasn't keeping the color because it was just so damaged. So I had to go back to black, and I'm letting her heal and grow for the rest of the year, so that when 2024 comes around, I can go back to being fun. Because I've had a lot of hair colors too over the years.
Yeah.
I've had purple, pink, blue, blonde a couple times. I've had red a million times. So, the whole thing.
The whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
Who is most likely to be indecisive?
Yeah. I like
Can't help it.
I can be a little indecisive, but like I usually I'm like, okay, we're just gonna do this.
Yeah, I can't really help it. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. Who is most likely to not share their food? I'd say me. Like, I would share my food, but like, if it's something that I've been craving like all day long, and you're like, oh, can I try that? And be like, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like really sharing my food. But like I do at the same time. Like I feel like I would share my food. Because like if I don't finish it, I'm like, Mom, take this.
Well, yeah, that's a different story. But like, if I'm really craving this, and you get your dirty, greasy fingers in my food, no, we're gonna have a problem.
Yeah, but me and her do share food sometimes, like our drinks and stuff. So
That's different, though. I
like you.
Who's most likely to bark like a wild dog in public? VR.
I'm telling you, when we're out together in public, it's just chaos. Like when we were in Walmart, whole lot of crazy. Yeah. That's why, like, I in the one question, I was like, I am an extrovert, because like, I don't care what I do. Like I have a very like choked on my word. I have a very outgoing personality, I feel like.
You do. Last and final question is, who's most likely to go 48 hours without sleep? I have.
I can't.
Multiple times.
Years ago, I have, but I sleep. I'm a early bird. I like my slumber. Yeah, and if I want a nap, I'm gonna take a nap. Like I'm asleep.
I have insomnia. I gotta get it checked out.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed kind of getting to know us a little bit more. And if you did, like, comment, and subscribe. You can comment for other video suggestions, because we are always open to doing them. And with that being
doing them.
And with that being said,
I'm Laine.
and I'm Ree, and this is from Laine to you. The end. You should leave that in. Oh.